So I did use the shea butter every day, and I drastically in 7 days saw where my skin was actually coming together. Because how my skin was healing is that, you know, when you get a cut and then it's healing and you see like the pink part of your skin, that's all I kept seeing, even using the olive oil. So when I started to use the shea butter, and hello, hey everybody, welcome to the British Bionic Babes YouTube channel. I want to thank you so much for being here with me today, and remember, it's always way more fun when we have a lot of people on a journey. So don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you do not miss out on any of the good tea. So guys, today we're gonna talk a little bit about skincare routine, right? I know everybody, well, most women have an all natural skincare routine, and I want to share mine with you guys today. Reason is that before my accident, I prided myself on certain things. Thick, voluptuous babe. I also prided myself very heavily on the fact that I'm a thick girl, but I have really clean, clear skin. Now, because of my accident and how the accident actually happened, I had a lot of cuts and bruises on my legs, on my arms, on my hip. And besides those cuts and bruises, I actually have evidence of all my surgery marks. So I actually want to get rid of all of that. Get rid of all of those. I had to try to find different skincare regimes that actually work for me. Now, when I was actually in my accident, I'm gonna show you, look there, right? So that was how I looked the night of my accident, because as I said from the first video, I was out celebrating the final lap of my birthday. Now, as you can see, I have braids in. So when I was actually sent to the hospital, I still had in braids, but to do surgery, to do all my MRIs, my CT scans, all my x-rays, I had to take out those braids. Now, before I actually woke up and was conscious enough to do that, the pulling and the tugging from moving me from one place to the next, to put me on different x-ray machines, to put me through different machines, some nurse or some doctor kept tugging on my hair. So when I actually woke up, I had no edges. Yes, my edges are gone, all gone. So that was one aspect that I needed to take care of. The other aspect would have been all the surgery marks that I would have had, and all the injection marks, as well as all the cuts and bruises I got from being pulled out of that wreckage. So it was horrible. Take a look at how my skin actually had to come back from. So before my accident, I wasn't so keen on doing a whole skincare routine. What I did actually, because I was on a diet, I had a lot of green juice, a lot of fruit punch juice. I had a lot of natural juices that took care of my body, right? And I went to the gym, I drank a lot of water, so that actually worked for my skin. My skin remained firm, my pores remain well nourished, and I had no dryness in my skin, I had no discoloration, and I don't suffer from hyperpigmentation. And you know, starting my physiotherapy, which you can see from the video last, the link is in my bio. Yeah. As my physiotherapy started and I started to be able to be a little bit more mobile instead of being completely immobile, I started to realize that a lot of cuts and bruises and marks and discoloration was actually on my skin. So of course I went to Instagram, and I went to Facebook, and I went to all my other influencers that actually had a whole skincare routine. Yeah, I had to look up because I'm outside filming and people are passing, right? Yeah, so I had to go to some of my influencers that I know had a daily skincare routine, do a little research for myself, and actually find out what works for me and what will work for me. So we're gonna take a look at all of that. I know you guys know this product. Currently, I am completely out of it, and because of what's happening now, it's gonna be some time before I actually get a whole nother set. But if you look right here, that is actually a vitamin gummy that, I mean, it's been around for years. And as I said, no edges, so I had to do something about those edges. And also because my hair wasn't being washed regularly, because I usually wash my hair every 2 weeks, or depending on the style of my hair, I wash it every week. I do the whole hair routine. That's the routine I normally do. So I did the deep conditioning, I did the steaming, I did everything natural in my hair care routine because I have wonderful hair. And yeah, I'll show you. You see my hair? Yeah, that's all mine. So I had to get my edges back, and the texture of my hair actually changed because of the medications that I was on, and because of the environment that I was in for 30 days. That actually changed how my hair was. So my hair wasn't so full of body, it was very dry, it was very coarse. And then of course, I cannot stress enough the edges. Yes. So I took those gummies in order to help me with my hair growth. And besides the gummies, I did go on Instagram and I saw another type of supplement that I could take to complement those gummies. And this is it. Yeah, this is Glowon. So basically, Glowon is for radiant smooth skin and help with the lines with Ceramosides, plus it has hair. We're gonna do that again, right? It has Resveratrol and it has Ceramosides. So those actually help you with hair and skin growth. And see guys, it's Glowon. It's very affordable. I actually got it on Amazon, and I will put the link in my description so you guys can take a look at it. It has in fact done wonders for my skin. It gave it the glow, and I took it twice a day after my meals with the gummies as well. So I had double the chance of my edges growing back in record time. Issue, right? So that's my leg, that's my thigh, that's my hip area. Like, yeah, my hip area. Do you see that, all that discoloration? Yes. And as I said, I have the marks in my arms and in my shoulder of the different, it's like a puncture wound basically, of every time they tried to stick me with a needle to actually give me my IV. So we had a lot of clearing up to do, right? Yep. So I have friends that told me about CBD oil, and we'll get to the CBD part of it. But before I actually got into the CBD oil, I started to use shea butter. So I started with olive oil, and you all know, yeah, that good old olive oil that every Jamaican parent basically has in their house and rub on everything. Yes, I did start with the olive oil, but it didn't give me the results I wanted. Probably I was a little bit impatient, but it didn't give me the results I wanted until I got this. And yes, there's still a little bit left in there, just a little bit. So yes, so this is Ashanti shea butter, right? And trust me guys, this shea butter is my life. Like, because of this shea butter, I actually could put it on my entire skin. So what it did, it actually healed all my broken skin particles, because it opened my pores more. It actually left my skin feeling smooth and not oily, and I could use it from head to toe. And that's exactly what I did, all day, every day, 2 times a day, 3 times on weekends, because it gave me confidence in myself. Because you all know I like the short shorts and the short skirts, and yeah, you see that was my body before this whole accident. That was my 3 month of gym body. Thank you, Richard from Gym Rocks in Montego Bay. A girl looks hot, doesn't she? Look at all that good skin. Yes. So I did use the shea butter every day, and I drastically in 7 days. So where my skin was actually coming together, because how my skin was healing is that, you know, when you get a cut and then it's healing and you see like the pink part of your skin, that's all I kept seeing, even using the olive oil. So when I started to use the shea butter, I actually saw where the discoloration in my skin, the pigment in my skin, was actually all coming together to what I was used to. And I also saw where the cuts on my leg were actually getting way better in a matter of 7 days. So with the shea butter, I also added some other stuff. So my good old organic coconut oil. So I actually stumbled upon this product when I was going through Amazon and getting my essential oils and all of that. And yes, guys, I will leave the link in my description so you can get this olive oil. But look at it. Yeah. Yeah. So this is my coconut oil. And with the coconut oil, it's actually an organic brand and it's refined. So it actually has no much concentration to it. It's basically you cutting a coconut, juicing it, turning it into an oil and actually putting it on your skin. So I decided to use that. And of course, I wasn't getting enough vitamins and minerals. That's just my take, because trust me, my mother kept me on a strict diet. So I got my one a day. So between all of that, I had the marks and the skins and the cut. And yes, guys, every now and then you might see me look up because I'm literally outside taking in this good clean air, because yeah. And every time I actually look up, somebody's passing my gate. And you know how fast people can be. They see me out here videoing and wondering, is she a celebrity? Yes, honey, I am. I am the British Bionic Babe, celebrity at large. But covered my body, right? So we did my hair and we did my skin. So my face. So what I realized is that when you're in the hospital, even though it was my own sheets and my own pillow, environment does a lot to a skin. And I'm not an acne person. I do not suffer with acne at all. So when I came home and I started to have a breakout, you know, I almost went crazy, right? Yes, I literally almost went crazy, because I don't get acne any at all. Not even when I'm menstruating, I don't get acne, and my face was horrible. So what I started to do was a new face wash routine, and then on top of the acne, I had dark circles underneath my eyes, because I suffer from insomnia from February 12, 2019, and then I had an accident and I could not sleep in the hospital, because between the insomnia and the crying and the wailing and the snoring and the heat, I barely got any sleep. So of course I was turning into a beast right in front of my eyes, and I had to do something about that. So what I would do is, because I'm immobile, well, I was immobile and my mother had to do everything, she had to take part in my skincare routine. So what she did, first of all, was wash my face with this. And this is L'Oreal, right? And of course, I'll leave the link in my description. And this is the L'Oreal Ideal Skin. And with this face wash, it's actually a foaming gel cleanser. So it's really soft on the skin, and when you wash your face with it, it actually doesn't leave it dry. So I would wash my face with the L'Oreal, and then of course after the L'Oreal, I got me these. Take a look. Yes, my cooling cucumber pads. Now my cooling cucumber pads are actually from Pure Radiance by Cala, and they have been a wonder. It was like a spa at home. So actually what happens is, it comes like a little square. Let me show you guys. Let me open one and show you. Well, I'm not going to open it, but I'm going to show you how it comes. So this is how it comes. Yeah, and that's actually real cucumber seeds, guys. So what you do is you take it out and you place it on your eyelids, and you leave it there for about 45 minutes. And what it actually does is it soothes your eyes, and it soothes the muscles underneath your eyes. So what happens is that it relaxes the muscles so that they can get flat, and so that I can have no puffy eyes. Because trust me, concealer doesn't fix everything all the time, and I don't want to look like I've been baked in makeup. So getting rid of that puffiness was important to me. Now another thing that I actually use is bam, yeah, blackheads be gone. So this is what I actually use for my pores across my nose, and I did not have this problem before my accident, guys. So again, I was stunned by having blackheads and whiteheads saying hello, we're here every day, all day. Not about, I was not about that life. So this is Bodica wax strips, and what they actually do is, I'm gonna actually take one out. So the wax strips, it actually comes like this, right? And what I do is actually place it on my nose, and what would happen is that it removes all the blackheads. So yes, normally people use wax strips for hair removal. Yeah, I used it for that too. However, because of the shea butter and the oil and the coconut oil on my skin, when I put the wax strips over my nose, it actually pulls out all the hair follicles that needs to come out, which means it brings all the blackhead and the whitehead with it, and it works perfectly. Now say for instance you're not about the skincare life and you really just want to keep the pigmentation in your skin, you just want to ensure that your skin is moisturized, here you go. This is it. It's your regular facial mask. You can get it at any Fontana pharmacy or any pharmacy basically. And yes, I do use the Cala brand, and it's a facial mask, and I normally use the more natural facial mask. Yeah, somebody's passing again. Actually use the facial mask when I have my lazy days, or when my mother decides that, hey, today's gonna be her miserable day, so we're not going through all this routine today. What I normally do is have a wash my face with the L'Oreal facial cleanser, and then I put my facial mask on, and then I put my cucumber on my eyes and just lay there for about 30 to 45 minutes. And when I take everything off, my skin feels, well, my face feels refreshed. And then even though I'm doing all of this skincare routine and I'm in air condition, it really doesn't dry my skin out any at all. My skin is still moisturized. I feel so smooth like a baby's bottom. And as you can see, well, in the next side, you're gonna see what's the improvement on my skin. And guys, this is over, say for instance, I started my skincare routine in September of 2019, and this is the result in November of 2019. So take a look. Yes, so as you can see major improvement in all my skincare. And as you can see, no blemishes. Yes, let me show you. Yeah, so I was happy for all the products that I've been using, and I mean, these are what work for me. I'm just sharing it for persons that probably have been in an accident like mine, or in any accident at all, or you just trouble with different type of skin. First of all, you need to find out what skin type you are, what type of skin you have, and use products that don't go against what your skin is producing. Try to be as natural as possible, of course, and love everything that you're doing. Want to do it. Want to see your skin go better. Want to see your skin look better, and want to feel better. Because no matter what we do, everything is about a mental state. And if you don't be patient with yourself when you're starting your skincare routine, then you're going to be a little bit frustrated. You have to be really patient with your skincare routine, because it's not going to happen overnight. And that's where I went wrong in the first instance, because when I was using the olive oil, I'm sure if I continued to use it, I would eventually see some results. but I was very impatient. And luckily, I did find some skincare regimes that could work for me, and some products that really went from 0 to 100 in a matter of 7 days. So it's really what works for you, but it doesn't take anything to try something new, right? Especially the shea butter. Trust me, it's wonders. I smother myself all day, every day, just to ensure that I have my shea protection. Yes, guys. So that's basically it for my skincare routine. So my hair edges, yes, I will show you them edges. They're back. Yes, and as you can see, my skin is very clear. My skin has, the pigmentation in my skin has really been, it was all over the place. Now you can see that I'm actually almost one shade. And you can see where the discoloration in my skin has gotten less, and the scars and cuts and bruises that have left marks on my skin, especially the surgery marks, have gotten way better than they were before. So guys, that's it. Yeah, so I want to thank you for being here with me. I mean, if you have not watched my last video, please to go and get on that, because it's the first part of my 4-part physio series, and it's actually the road to mobility. So the next video is gonna blow your mind, for you to actually realize how I started, when I started, and my progress, and how I progressed so quickly, because I was determined to walk, and I am determined to walk. So guys, remember, like, comment, subscribe, share, and don't be left behind. I don't want you to miss anything, so always hit the notification bell, so as I drop the tea, you can pick it up. Thank you guys so much. This is your British Bionic Babe. Love you always. Mwah.